And I think we're live. Uh, I hate the when the camera's at this up angle like this, but it is what it is. Waking up a little bit, got some sleep. I originally wanted to do this at 11:30 p.m. Put it off to 2 because I just woke up around 11:39. It's the only real time I get to record is at night, uh, at least when it's quiet. Wanted to go over some like codependency love type situations and the difference between real love and codependency love. In the description, I had put universal law number one, survival first. And that is true. In other words, like your stability, your financial ability to sustain, to live, have a home, have security, your financial stability on paying bills, having a car, having transportation, being able to date, okay, and in a way, society standards often, if you look at dating sites and all that, follow the same pattern, okay. In other words, like, and this is your not God world, this is your 3D society standards world, but you should live like that, okay? Because God does not care about whether or not you have money. All He cares about is love is love. You can love if you're in poverty. It doesn't fucking matter. Well, no, it does matter. Okay, this soul is in this vessel, which is the body. Okay, if this body does not survive, the soul is gone. It goes back to source. Okay, if you want me to learn spiritually and develop, this body has to stay alive. You need finances. You need 3D shit. Okay? So these are in place for a reason. You look at the animal kingdom. Okay? Survival first. Squirrels are going to think about collecting nuts for the winter, storing them in his little hole in the tree. Why? Survival. Okay? It's a priority, whether it's humans or animals or anything else on this planet. Love can come second, whether God wants to believe that or not. Love is not important. Yes, it's great and it brings happiness and joy and passion and all these things, but is it going to feed you? Okay, is it going to house you? These are some of the things I'm going to talk about. Codependency love is you not being financially ready, okay, for love. It's you jumping into love because, let's say in the tarot card readings, this person's coming towards you and that person's coming towards you. And if you're not financially ready, if you don't have universal law number one first, universal law number two, love second, if you're not ready because you don't have universal law number one, your stability, and you take love that comes towards you, okay, that's codependency. Okay, it's also, can it work? Sure. You can move in with somebody. You being poor, they have a house, they have a car. In my situation, I have no home, no car, no nothing. I'm living with family. Being bounced around from one family member to another family member to another family member, wherever I can go to survive. I got denied disability in shit went south in my life, and here I am. Okay? My point is, can it work? Yes. But when you have to look at the person that you're actually going to accept that's coming towards you. Okay? Are they honest? Are they communicating? Are they being open and honest about everything in their life? Okay? Um, like my second marriage. I've had long term relationships that weren't married, that I wasn't married, 9, 10 year pops. And my second marriage was only for about 3 weeks to my youngest daughter's mother, where right after I got married, weeks later, the mask fell off. And when the mask fell off and I saw, this is pretty toxic. This is the same shit I was just leaving in my last relationship. Um, Needless to say, I didn't stick around in the marriage. I left. And this was before I even knew that my daughter was conceived. So I didn't, I suspected that I may have conceived, but I didn't fully know. So when I left, I was like, didn't really know. And then had to deal with her later on coming back and saying she had the kid and it's mine and blah blah blah, and I had my kid tested and it was 98.9% mine or whatever. So uh but the point is, codependency love can work. Okay, two people, one person being better off than the other person. Okay, but for the most part, it's a karmic wheel situation. It's a karmic situation that you are entering into, and it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, unless you really, really are discerning the person that you're accepting that from, that comes towards you. Okay. Um, Try to give you an example. Codependency love ends up being karmic situations because generally the other person will keep you trapped. Now, a lot of these masculine energies and feminine energies, okay, your standard traditional values, and I've talked about this in other videos. If you watch some of my other videos, you'll get more input on this. Because of childhood issues in people's lives and insecurities within themselves and codependent behavior, okay, this is why these end up being karmic situations. Okay, whether the person that was coming towards you was a twin flame, a soulmate, whatever, if they're not healed, if they're not, if they haven't done the work in themselves, they're not going to be a good partner, and it's going to be another karmic situation in your life that you end up accepting. Though they benefited you, you were, like me, I'm at rock bottom. You were not financially that well off. This person that came towards you was financially well off, had a house, had a car, had a good job. Let's say some woman comes toward me say a Taurus from California, and she's a professional RN nurse, and she makes really good money. She's at the top of her game. The RN is the top level of being a nurse. Okay, she's at the top of her game. She's making good money. And I'm struggling making money doing this or doing that. Right now, I'm donating blood to make money. Okay. People do what they got to do when, I'm like 75% disabled. It's not easy for me to find a job that's easy enough to do. That's not busting my ass. But trying to see where I was going with this. When you have somebody that's coming towards you that's well off, are they going to help you elevate to their status? Okay, so let's say this woman, a tourist from California, that's coming toward me, that's an RN, that's well off financially, and I'm not so well off. Okay, let's say, even though she's doing well financially in her life and in spiritual community, this would be pentacle wise. Okay, she's not exactly balanced in her cup pentacle ratio, and she hasn't done a lot of inner healing work, so she's not really balanced. She's very insecure, she's shy, she doesn't open up and say the truth. uh, Communicating with her is very difficult online because I'm meeting her online and talking to her, and we're trying to talk to her. This is a hypothetical, this is an example, but so she does finally come toward me and offers, hey, well, I can try to help you find work out where I am in California and come live with me. I'm lonely, and I would like to have you with me, and blah, blah, blah. And so I go out there and I accept and move in. Now, I'm moving into a new area with no license or anything for that state, no money really to get another license or ID card for that state. So all that's got to be developed. Okay. Residency and all that. You have residency problems, jobs that are going to be like, well, you just moved into the area. Where you from? And blah, blah, blah. You got a lot of issues. Okay. Now, is that person going to help you elevate? Are they just going to get you a garbage truck job in California, or a job at the local 7-Eleven, and then expect you to pay half the rent and stuff with the money you make from working at that 7-Eleven? Okay. And then you're handing over all your money because you make jack shit at a 7-Eleven. So all your money's being handed over to the rent. They make enough money as an RN. She makes enough money as an RN to pay the rent 2 times over. So does she really need your little bit of fucking money to pay the rent? No, but in society standards, we all have to do our part. We all have to pay in. But is she helping me elevate to anything other than that 7-Eleven job? Like, is she doing things in the background to help me start an online business, or, you know, elevate in so many other ways that you can make money? You know what I mean? Or invest in things, or, you know, hey, why don't, pay what you can and then put aside this amount of money and invest it, and I'll help you invest it in something so that you go somewhere in life. Or are you just going to stay at that 7-Eleven dead end job? This is the Matrix world where you're just working to work and it's never going to get you anywhere. Okay? This is what I mean. Is she helping you to elevate past that? Or is she keeping you jailed in a codependent situation? Because if she's not helping you elevate and she's just keeping you where you are at your dead end job, that's she wants you to be codependent. She wants you to need her to provide that house and this, that, and the other thing, even though you're doing your part the best you can, you're paying what you can, but it's nothing compared to what she makes. Okay? But you're never going to get anywhere in life. That's a karmic situation on the karmic wheel. Okay? This is what you have to think about before you accept things like that. Is that person going to help you elevate? Because if they're insecure, the type of person that, oh, well, if I elevate you, I'll lose you. If you make as much as me and you're as good as me, you'll go find somebody better. Okay? So, out of fear, because they haven't healed, remember, and their insecurities, they're going to keep you jailed, okay, in that codependent situation. And this can go either way. It could go, the feminine could be well off and the masculine could be um, in the lower status, okay? But a lot of the times, the masculine energies have better luck in the financial end. So most of the time, it's the masculine that's in better shape and the feminine that's in worse shape. Okay? And there's no gender in this. Masculines can be female or male, and feminine energies, like me, can be male or female. Okay? There are female feminine energies and there are male feminine energies. Doesn't make you any less of male. Okay? And there are female masculine energies and there are male masculine energies. But my point is, if they're not helping you elevate, if they're keeping you in status quo just enough, like they're providing just enough to keep you. Okay? They helped you get a job, a shitty job, but it's a job. It's not what they make. Okay? But they helped you get a job. But then when you got that job, now you're paying out of that job half of your dues to survive, to contribute your as rent and food and electric and whatever. Okay? And you're not getting anywhere. You're just working to pay the bills, and they have tons of money beyond because now they have half their rent and everything paid. Okay, they made enough 2 times over to pay the rent and electric and food before you even showed up. So codependent wise, they have you right where they want you. They are in control and keeping you jailed in that situation and just providing the bare minimum. to keep you right there. They're not helping you elevate to their status or better than their status, because then they will be afraid they will lose you. The insecurity part. If I help you and make you better, I'll lose you. You'll go find somebody better than me. Instead of an RN, you'll go find yourself a female doctor or a female lawyer who makes 20 times what I make. So, in that insecurity, they're going to keep you at status quo. Just given the bare minimum to keep you. And a lot of masculines do this to feminine energies. They keep them codependent in a codependency jail. Stay at home mom or whatever. You just wash the dishes and watch the kids and I'll work and do all this, but they'll make sure they have just what they need, the bare minimum, but make sure there's no major money in their pocket to where they can run off and cheat on them or blah blah blah. They're going to keep them at bare minimum. They're going to be watching the gas in the car and the mileage on the meter on the dashboard of the car. They're going to be watching the mileage of the car that they leave you with. They're going to be watching the gas to see if you went anywhere. They're going to do the bare minimum. They're very insecure and they're just going to keep you right there in that little jail. Whether you're being the stay-at-home bitch or you're actually working a job that doesn't meet up to their job. Okay, but that's what you can get, short notice, blah, 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 and then you end up getting stuck in that, and they're not helping you elevate anything better than that because they want to keep you jailed in that codependency. Now, this is very hard to discern when somebody's coming your way or sees you online and writes you. How are you supposed to determine, is this person insecure or are they going to help me elevate? The point being is if you're not stable, financially stable, you shouldn't accept it all unless you really like each other and you feel comfortable that they are going to help you elevate so that you don't accept a codependency situation on the karmic wheel. Okay? I'm not saying it's a horrible thing to accept. If you want to stay stuck, you want to stay going from situation to situation on the karmic wheel, it's going to get you nowhere. It's just years and years. You can have, like me, 10-year relationships with people where it went absolutely nowhere. You helped raise their kids. You paid the rent and paid the bills with your meager job. Okay? And do you own a home after that 10 years? Did you get anywhere in life? Nope. You invested in somebody who didn't help you elevate, and all they did was keep you stuck for those 10 years. Time wasters. Okay, in my eyes, that's these pentacle relationships, these reliable knights, pentacle knights that come your way in the tarot card readings. Pentacle energy. They're serious. They're out for the long run. Oh, yeah, they're out for the long run. Keep you codependent right there with them. Yep. But are they healed? Do they want to help you elevate? Or do they want to just keep you stuck? These are the things you have to ask yourself. These are the things you should be looking at when somebody comes your way. Okay? In my situation, I'm waiting on financial investments I made. I don't have the financial backing that I want to be comfortable. Somebody comes my way, it's, well, there's a bed right there because I'm not financially stable. So I'm not going to codependent move in with you unless I really, really feel that you're going to help me go somewhere in life. Okay? So all I'm really looking for in the tarot card reading would be a Queen of Wands or a Knight of Wands player type. So if player type comes my way, sure, bedroom's right there. Want to go out and have some fun, have some beers, go play pool at a bar, end up in bed at the end of the night. Cool. I'm down for that because I don't have the finances to really, or a home or a car or anything else. In society standards, I'm not very dateable right now, even for a dating site. I'm in a couple dating sites just to feel good about myself, knowing that I'm still good looking and people want me. Because in the dating sites that I'm in, I get all kinds of responses and people messaging me all the time or putting likes on my pictures, you know. And I'm not paying into those dating sites, so I can't message back. Okay, but it's nice to log in and see, oh, well, this person's interested and that person's interested. And I got 20 different fucking people a day that are clicking on me and interested. At least makes me feel like I'm still wanted in this world. I know that I am. Okay, I know that I love myself. I can look in the mirror and know that I'm good looking and I love myself just the way I am. But it's nice to see that in the world a little bit. Have some confirmation that you don't just exist. That people actually care or think you're attractive, or you know what I mean. Real love is, you should be ready for it. Okay, if real love is supposed to come your way, you should have universal law number one. You should be stable. You should have a home. You should be able to survive on your own. Okay, real love is not codependent love. Real love is this person, and neither one of them need each other. This person doesn't need this person to have a home, to survive, or a car, or a job. They have money, they have a home, they have a place to live. Okay? Their life is stable. They have their income, whether it be a business that they own or a job or whatever. Same thing for this person. This person doesn't need this person. They have a home. They have a car. They have a job or a business. They have what they need. This person has what they need. Both of them do not need each other. Because real love is not about needing each other. Okay? Real love should be based off the heart, wanting each other. Not needing each other, wanting each other. So if you have two people that are financially well off, don't need each other, but end up meeting each other, falling in love, and wanting each other, and wanting to share their lives and build together, that's real love. That's not codependent love. Okay? And if one loses their job or whatever, the other one will help elevate them back up, help them get back onto their feet, get back up to their status quo. Okay? Like marriage vows in sickness and in health, um, poverty, riches for rich or poor, okay? For sickness and in health, till death do us part, okay? A true love partner will help their partner, if they falter, elevate back up. It only becomes codependent and a karmic situation if somebody is coming in that has resources. They're targeting somebody that doesn't have resources. They want to keep said person without resources from elevating, and they want to get them in a codependent situation depending on them because they're insecure of themselves and they don't feel good enough. Since they don't feel good enough or handsome enough or whatever their hang-ups are, since they don't feel good enough, they target people that don't have resources that they can trap in those codependency jail situations so that they feel secure. Now they have their little cake at home. Okay? And as long as they keep them in that codependency jail and doesn't help them elevate, don't help them get money, keep them right there, they know they have their person at home. So now they feel secure about themselves. They feel better about themselves because they have that person trapped, not going anywhere. That's not real love. Real love, you care about each other. You want to help elevate each other. Okay? If my financial investment goes through and I end up getting a multi person relationship, each person that I end up in a multi person relationship with, okay, if I have businesses and stuff that I invest in with the money that I acquired, and I'm making a lot of money in finances through investments in businesses that I invest in, I will help my partners. If they are below me or below my status, I will help my partners in a multi person relationship elevate, become wealthy, have money in their bank accounts. Not my bank account, their bank accounts. I'll help them get invested in their own businesses to where they're making their own wealth that's going in their accounts. But if you do that, what happens? If I help a whole bunch of people in a multi person relationship elevate to where they're wealthy, could they leave? Yep. That shouldn't be your concern. If it's real love, if they want you, okay? I don't care if they're gold diggers. So what? I help them elevate. If when they're elevated they leave, Okay, so it wasn't meant to be. I only hope that they help, that they do the right thing since they are elevated. If they leave, I hope they do the right thing for the next person that they are with. That the next person they walk away from me, that I help them elevate, I hope the next person they get with, they help elevate to pay it forward. That's all I can hope for. Okay, because truly, if you care about somebody, you love somebody, you'll want to help them elevate. You'll want to help them succeed. To be an equal to you, not keep them less than in a codependency jail. This is the point. I'm trying to teach people what the difference is between real love and codependent love. Now, on the God aspect, in the card readings, it's no different. When God is offering his cup of love, and in card readings promising you a new beginning, lots of abundance coming your way. Don't worry, you have new love coming your way. We're going to give you new love, a new career, job opportunity, lots of abundance. This is selling your soul for God. So if you surrender to God, you'll get this new beginning. You'll get lots of abundance. Okay? Does this sound like the devil promising you a whole bunch of stuff? Seems that way to me. You're going to sell your soul for a new beginning? Really? New codependency love that's coming in? New codependency job offer that's going to keep you stagnant and stuck in the matrix type world of working just for today and there is no tomorrow? Because the job is a job, sure. But is it going to get you anywhere? Things for you to think about. Be careful what you accept that comes towards you. Okay? There are a lot of insecure people that want to keep you jailed. Okay? If they truly, truly will love you, they will help you elevate. Because they won't be afraid of you leaving if you're equal to them or better. Because they're secure and they love themselves. So they're not going to be insecure and worried in fear that you're going to leave them if you're as good as them. Remember, codependency, love, they want you to be less than them. Okay? Good example of that, I was with a woman named Melinda. She was a dental hygienist. Okay? She made at least 50,000 a year or better. I made working security jobs 22, like that. All my money was going toward rent and shit. I was with her a good 10 years, 11 years. Did I get anywhere in the end? Do I own a home? All my money from security went into my kids and paying rent. nothing toward the future, and she had an abundance of money left over because I was paying half the bills, did she help me elevate? Or did she keep me less than? That's a karmic situation on the karmic wheel. You want to waste your life away in these karmic cycles forever? In every single lifetime? Codependency, codependency, codependency. Allowing somebody to keep you jailed in a codependent situation that they don't help you elevate. Are they good for you? Are they good for your life? I think a lot of people need to see this video. A lot of people need to learn this shit. I hope it helps. Think about things before jumping into them. Is this person going to help you elevate, or do they want to keep you less than them? Be doing more on more topics, but I hope this helps. There's more in the description. Please read. And if you like the video, leave a like, share. I would like this message to get to a lot of people so they can learn. Until next time, YouTube, enjoy.